Radio with
Welcome to Heal With Us, where we aim to inspire, strengthen, and empower. Now let's begin to heal. Hey y'all, I'm Toya, and I'll be investigating the business of everyday people like you and I.
Blessings. This is Dr. Nikkisha Bell-Griffin, and I'll be checking on your heart.
I'm Tam from the Nerds Corner. I'll be giving you fun facts that you didn't know you needed, because I'm just nerdy like that.
Now that you met us, let's get in your business. All right, so I wanted to ask, did you have an abrupt ending that resulted in a new beginning?
Well, I will answer first. I think I can say kind of yes to my career move. Like, I didn't expect it to end as quickly as it did, but it was for the best. So I'm glad it did. But in between all of that, it felt like forever. Like time was moving very slow.
Yeah.
But then it did kind of end abruptly because I didn't know when it was going to end. And then a new beginning. It was beautiful. Yeah. So.
But you're in the same career.
Right, but I wasn't in the same place.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I guess I could say moving from one school to another.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same, but
and
like
it's
you can retire.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Not yet. That's,
Okay.
Yeah, not yet. But yeah.
Okay.
So moving from different school position, all that to another was very abrupt, but for me anyway. But good.
Okay.
And you said the question was something that ended abruptly that brought me to a new beginning. I can't think of anything. No, I don't. I can't think of something that just suddenly stopped. I don't know. Maybe wanting? I don't know. That's a hard question for
It
me.
can be anything, yeah.
What about you? Because I can't think of them.
I mean, I have a lot of them, but I think probably career-wise also, I had after baby number 2, I think it was, something shifted and I was like, okay, so I really need to, because I turned down a lot of opportunities, I'll say that, being afraid and, like, oh, I might not be able to do it. But then, once you got 2 babies, stuff costs a lot more money. So I think I started shifting and where I was very comfortable where I was, and I was making a decent living, but I just was like, I think I'm ready to take on the next level, and it literally happened like within a month. So it was very abrupt, and I had to leave the location that I loved and was at for years to go, off kind of on my own, but still, with the help of the people that were in my corner. So I think that was one, but it turned out for the best because I had the support of everybody that was there for me from the beginning to, even now. Some people done retired, but they still call and check to make sure I'm okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
That support.
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess it helps with that abrupt
Yes.
ending to kind of give you solace.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's good that you had
Yeah.
that support.
Yeah.
I still, in the meantime, can't think of anything.
Summer
Sorry.
camp or
Huh?
band camp or yeah, I'm giving her ideas.
How would band camp? I
I don't know. Maybe it ended abruptly. I don't know. Maybe you
Oh,
thought you
no,
had
it
20
didn't.
more years of it.
No. I can't. I honestly can't think of anything that just ended suddenly and helped me start something new.
Yeah. Or just something that ended abruptly.
Nothing. I can't think of anything. Nothing.
Well, remember, she stays in places and situations for a very long time. So
she plans out her next move before she
does.
abruptly leaves.
I'm
Yeah,
huge fan.
So
yeah.
Okay.
Spontaneity is scary to me. I can never just say, oh, I'm going to just up and move to Michigan.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. What about like a car breaking down, or I don't know,
That's
something
a scary, that's a no. No.
Okay.
You're triggering her right now.
AC broken or roof needing fixed, like none of that stuff. Because you just went ahead and got a new one before the time was up.
until year before last, I leased my cars.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to break down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every 4 years, I get a new car because I don't want it to break. That is a nightmare for me to be broke or stranded on
I know about
and
that.
be lost. That's another
Yeah.
fear for me, is to be lost.
Okay. You keep thinking because there's something in there.
Okay.
But that was all I had. I just had the one question today.
Okay. Did you answer the
In your
question?
business.
You said it was your career too. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay.
Well, hello, and blessings. How's your heart, everyone? So since again, it's the new year, new beginnings, everybody's trying to do the reset, refresh. I wanted us as well as you all, to reflect on your healing process this year. And I know we kind of touched on it a little bit with disrespectful over here. With the chasing
It's a nice word. It's a happy word.
It is a happy word, okay? So I want to know.
Action word.
It is, yes. Okay, we ready?
No.
We're going to get yourself ready.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to track the trajectory of our healing progress and
Really?
process. We are, really.
This is-
so come on and join,
this is
get
like
in.
the sentiment of the show. We're tracking.
Yes, it is.
But why I got to intentionally track?
Oh, that's a very good question, because if you do not pay attention to where you are, you're not going to know where you're going. So, yes.
That's true.
Yes,
But
so.
I could do that without healing in the process.
I know, you need it. This is what we're all about, right, people? Okay, so let's continue. So I want to ask a question. Just reflecting on where you are, where you've come from this year. Challenges, blessings, all the good thing, all of that. Just what's your reflection? Like, where you feel like you are now compared to where you were last year in your healing process?
I actually had a list of triggers and things. So I will say, I'm just going to list them off and say kind of where I am. So feeling alone, noises, sudden movements, crowds, touch, and senses were like some of the things that I was working on. Like, nobody knew, but internally I was working on. So like the being alone part, I'm still working on it. I saw the Krispy Kreme, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I've been there, so at least I drove there. I went. So the alone, I'm still working on. Sudden noises. So although I don't like them, I'm like, okay, it's just a noise. Yes, you don't know when it's going to happen. It's going to be okay. So I'm like trying to ground myself, like you said, with some of the things. Sudden movements is kind of the same. That's like frogs jumping out, stuff like that. Same thing. I'm trying to like ground it, like, oh, that could be a piece of paper. Like, don't just think it's a snake trying to attack you. So
that's good.
The crowd anxiety, I'm still working on. The people are not trying to hurt me.
Right.
They're just trying to shop. They're just trying to get the things they need. It has nothing to do with me. So that's what I tell myself. Touch, like, more like, it's still like a startle thing. Like if I don't know somebody's coming up and they like, do one of those, I get that instant fight or flight response going on. So I'm working on that. And then senses, like, sounds really bother me, like this AC that I can hear. Like I don't like
That's
those.
considered white noise.
I know.
Yeah, but I don't like that one. So it's certain ones that some of them I don't really notice, or it just like it's calming sounding, but that one I don't like. And like the fans in the kitchen, I don't know who invented the sound for them, but we need better motors, more silence, or a peaceful sound. But yeah, so I made myself more aware of the triggers, so I could work on.
Fans.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know that either.
okay.
Okay.
I would be very willing to bathroom fan, obnoxious. Yeah. So, but I made myself more aware of the triggers, and like you don't have to be afraid. You know,
So
what they are.
I'm curious with the fan. So would that also be like an oscillating fan that you don't like the sound of that either?
Like the
Those are more
stand up fans
Yeah.
that like, yeah, I don't think.
Does it make you scared, the sound, or
it make like the wool sweater?
oh
Is that kind of feel? Yeah, the heebie-jeebies.
Okay.
Yeah, it just makes me uncomfortable. Like,
was it something that happened to you as a child with the sound associated around the sound?
I've always been afraid of sounds. Like as far as I can remember, like when we first moved here, and that jet noise.
Yep.
People were just walking around like they don't hear the jet over their head, and then meanwhile I'm ears plugged and running in whatever direction into traffic, whatever, just to get away from the noise. So, but I've always had a thing with noises. I don't know the root of the problem.
So pure silence wouldn't bother you.
I don't like pure silence either. I like regular, like talking or,
Like ambient noise.
yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like pure silence. Is just as scary to me as like a crazy sounding fan. Yeah. It's I have problems. I don't know.
Crazy sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know. It's so common to some people. Well, not the kitchen and bathroom fan, but yeah. Interesting. I like, though, how, number one, you've identified your triggers. And number two, you are reframing.
That's what
You're
I'm trying.
using reframing your perspective and your outlook and your response to it so that you don't react the same way.
Yeah.
It's very good. I love that. Okay.
So
What about you?
how are you keeping your composure right now? I just have some.
I know. This is really like I know
Intriguing to her.
because I'm not alone. We're talking.
Oh, so if you were in this room by yourself,
I wouldn't be in this room.
Oh.
I would either have to
So it
shut
just
that
sounds- it just sounds
off, or I would like turn the
confusing to
TV on so it was louder
Oh,
than
okay.
that noise. But yeah,
Interesting.
I don't
I've
like
never
it.
heard anything like
The
that.
things that we know but we don't know. Like I knew
Yeah.
this, but I didn't know
Yeah.
this. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know why. It just it like gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like those noises, I don't know why. But yeah,
And it's so soothing and calming to me.
some of them, but not that one.
Okay.
Like the ants in Hollywood, cannot stand that noise
God, not the ants in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was annoying.
either. Yeah.
On the TV, and when
You
they
know
went
it.
at the back of the day, when it was done.
They don't know. The kids don't know.
The Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
And then you got the little
Talk
buzz.
about the little ants.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God, y'all went way back on that.
Yes, we're like,
Oh, my
oh,
God.
the ants in Hollywood, time to go to bed. Okay, what about you?
Can you?
So reflect on your healing trajectory, where you are now, looking back over the past year. How do you feel like, where do you feel like you are now? With some things you've overcome, with some things you're still struggling with.
Okay, so you're asking that question to the queen of suppression?
Yes, we know. No more suppressing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you're forcing me
Yes.
to do this healing thing. I mean,
Let's heal with us 3.
It is.
Yes.
But I'm healing the people. The people.
She can't heal the
They're
people
not going to
without it.
believe you
They're
if
not.
you
They're
don't
not.
heal you
They
too.
will heal me. I am a convincing face. Isn't it convincing? Anywho, some of the things I worked on, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really
Consciously.
no. Like, I mean,
Y'all,
one of the things
cover your ears, people. What do you mean?
one of the things I said was being more social, like
Okay. Yes, that was one of your goals.
Which you did.
sharing myself with people.
Yeah.
You did that this year.
When?
You did a whole birthday party?
Yeah.
Because I know if I didn't, I would get hemmed up.
Yes.
Yeah, I would,
But you're
I would
very
literally
social.
have someone come knocking on my
You
door,
would.
like, girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
All because, I got hemmed up because my phone wasn't working right. Like, I was going to give you 3 more minutes and I was going to the door. So, those situations when you're going to get hemmed up, you got to react. You just got to
do it.
Yeah, and I dealt with the uncomfortableness and all that later on when I got in the car.
Yeah. Fun, though. You were having a good time.
I had a great time.
Yes.
I had a great time.
Yes.
Yeah. So I put all my personal hang-ups to the side because it was a special occasion.
Okay. Appreciate you on that.
Yeah, well, I tried.
So we're going to have to do more special occasions so she can get out.
No.
You actually went to 3. She went to 3 birthday parties.
3?
Because it started with my birthday, my little karaoke at home. That's when we discussed all of this and we started doing this.
Okay.
And
that
then
didn't count. It wasn't that many people there.
I know, but it was
people. I grew up with everybody that was there, so that don't count.
The second one,
She's still counting.
you did a whole performance.
Oh my God.
And you got a whole lot of new people.
Shocking. I can't believe
Lots of new people.
I can't believe their husbands let them do that. That's all I'm going to say.
And a couple of months after that, did I tell you about that? A lady approached me and she was like, by the way, you did amazing, blah, blah. I'm like, wait a minute. Who are you and how do you know about that?
Right.
She was like, just
never know.
You never know who knows
Never
who.
know. Exactly.
I'm just like,
Please don't. First of all, that wasn't you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here to vouch for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think with me putting myself out there and being more social, I've worked on, as you guys refreshed my memory, I've worked on that.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay.
I got
I
some
think of some more stuff. I feel like I can think of some more things
Oh.
that you were brave about because you were
Oh, yeah.
pretty brave this year. I saw you
She saw
meeting
you.
lots of new
She
people.
saw you.
You saw me meet
Mhm.
one? Okay. Maybe I was having an out of body
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that, because that's the biggest one. If I had to think of something that I'm trying to really work on and be better with in 2025 is sharing my gifts with the world.
Yes. Yes. And you just should. You just should.
I'm trying. The self-sabotage and what do they call it? Imposter syndrome and all those type of things and the negative thoughts. Girl, don't nobody care about what you talking about. You're corny. Nobody's interested. These are all the things.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, I found this interesting because I remember a few of our conversations where you alluded to the fact that you are very full of self-love and, but yet so it's like, how does that, what's that word I'm looking for? Where's the congruency? Because if you love who you are and you are confident in who you are, then why do you feel like an imposter or why do you struggle? And not to say you're not supposed to, but I'm just asking because I want to know, like, why do you think you struggle with these things still?
Yeah, that's a good point because when I say confidence, meaning, self-esteem wise, maybe it is kind of closely related, but I kind of put them in different pockets. I don't know, but how they kind of, you said the congruency. I don't know. I just feel like now if it's happened to have something to do with self-image or something like that, I'll share all day. But if it's advice or how-tos or just knowledgeable things or things that there's so much stuff in my head, the interesting facts that I know, it's like, girl, why you know that? I don't think anybody else would be interested in that part of me sharing myself. But if it's something related to self-esteem, I have no problem. Like, I love your makeup. How'd you do? Well, this is how you do. Oh, I like how you put that color with those patterns and did it. Oh, that's how you do. Oh, no. First, you got to know your undertones. When you know your undertones, then you know these are the colors that you did. So I can go on because I think I do better with that because I'm not focused on myself. And I know that I'm helping someone feel their best. That's what I want to do. I want people to feel good. No, dissect people. I want women.
Okay, right.
Let me dissect that further.
Yes.
I want Black women to really amp up their self-esteem and really take pride in themselves, because we're so, for generations on generations, we were always taking care of others. We always put ourselves on the back burner at the back.
Yeah.
And I want us to put ourselves first, pamper ourselves first. Remember the analogy in the airplane. You got to put your mask on first before you can help anybody else. That's the same thing. You got to feel good about yourself and pour into yourself before you can pour into anybody else. How you going to sit there and you got a daughter and you say, you're a beautiful girl, you is smart, you is kind, you is important. Yeah, no, you can't do that if you don't pour into yourself that way. You can't give positive affirmations if you don't give yourself that. And like I said, I have inner dialogues all the time, to the point where my husband comes in the room and be like, who are you talking to? Oh, I thought you was on the phone. No.
Oh, you have yours out loud.
Yes,
Oh, it'd be out loud dialogue.
Blanket.
Oh.
Like, I mean,
Not blanket.
you know?
Okay.
So,
It doesn't work when you're sleepy, by the way. Blanket.
oh my
Your mind is shut down. Yeah. But I just find that interesting still, because you exude and you definitely have this, positive self-esteem. But then there's a part of you that's clearly not comfortable with giving all of yourself with the world, or not the world.
And you
but
know what? I just, as you were saying that, you know what? Why I remember being young, and I talked about how I just always wanted to be in the lights, just singing and dancing and just being Broadway entertainer, just. And I remember some of the plays in school I would, and I'm practicing. I'm just like, oh my God, when my mom sees this, she's just gonna be.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the reaction out of her that I wanted.
So is that right? Yeah, because it's like, I'm all excited about this, but what if the people don't respond?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something. Someone told me, it's not about the people. Like, who are the people? You're making the people your mom. In reality, when they're going to be people who need everything that you have, you know what I'm saying? And if they don't, they're not your people. But your people are missing out because you're holding back, because you're afraid that, they're not going to respond a certain way, or they're not going to receive it. Your people are going to receive it because they need all of you.
Thanks.
So don't cut them off. Okay?
I never looked at it that way.
Yeah. That was just some wise advice given to me. I'm still trying to put it into.
And I've often wondered, do y'all think that a parental unit could be jealous of you?
Oh,
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, just like some live through their children,
Yeah.
and some
Yeah.
can be jealous. Some,
Yeah, because it's reminding them of the things that maybe they didn't do, or the things they didn't have. Oh, yeah.
Even
See that all the time.
of appearance?
Yeah.
There are no boundaries
Yeah.
to brokenness.
That can be real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
But that would be my one.
Well, that's
that
really good.
I really worked on this year. I did.
Okay. And I like how you're already projecting, because I was going to ask y'all what your focus will be for this year. No, and not even about a resolution, but just continuing to heal and being whole and be the women that you want to be, And
I think for this year, I'm really going to continue to build on that, because, I want to eventually, from my mouth to God's ears, start a business in some capacity that I don't want to do the usual. I want to empower women. No, I don't. I want to uplift. I want to pour into women.
That's good.
Where it's your image. Feel good about yourself, because when you feel good, even if it's not about yourself, but if you just feel good, you feel like you can conquer the world. Like nothing can stop you.
Yes.
And so I want my business to be centered around that, women, and I don't even want to. I thought about. I was like, I don't want to single it out, but I do.
Yeah,
I
have to. It's called niche or niche, however you want to say it.
After experiencing this year's election stuff, we need it. We need it. We need it.
And I talked to this one, and she don't know, but she's gonna be a part of it too. We're gonna be launching some coaching services soon. So
unbeknownst to you guys, we have also been saying the same exact thing.
Oh, okay then.
That I was supposed to be talking to you guys.
Oh, okay then.
Who gonna be coaching?
So we all are, but yours is going to be with the beauty. So this is raw, y'all. Y'all get raw footage. And so what does she just say? She wants to uplift.
I know what I just
So
said.
that's what you're going to be doing. Oh, you ready? You ready? We not staying in the boat. Pastor talked about that today. We getting out the boat and we going to walk on that water and go do what we need to do. So she's going to be uplifting you and giving you wonderful
I love
tips and helping you. I know. I need to do this. Because I still need some beauty tips and tips to just feel greater about myself. And then what were you going to add to that? Because
yeah.
okay. Okay, so just keep watching, y'all. Keep watching. Yeah.
The mental side, the mental health side, though.
Yes. I'm still all about the heart. I'm going to be empowering you. I'm sorry. So we're going to have all the missing pieces because I'm going to continue to do what I do best, which is motivating, encouraging, and empowering women. So, yeah.
And you can sprinkle the image and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're going to do. That's your part. That's your part. So yeah, so new year, new things coming your way.
Great.
Yeah, so moving on. So I'm sorry. So did you want to add anything else about your new year? What you're going to be doing? What's your as far as healing and?
No, that was long enough.
Okay, that was long enough. Yes, because you have that. Ready, I love this. I would say for me, I really, 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 really have like I said, noticed my triggers and how sensitive and unstable, I'm just going to say unstable I have been within myself, not feeling safe in myself. And I'm just not going to do that anymore. So I'm going to start being more aware of when I'm in that space and what's causing that, and then grounding myself as much as possible.
And you're going to do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
I'm going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but I really like the dissociation. I'm going to continue with that and just prayer and mindfulness. But what I really want to do is just start really having fun, enjoying myself more, and like playing, and So that's going to be my remedy. Yes, my remedy is going to be more joy, more laughter in my life. So that's my focus for my healing process to continue. Just, oh Lord, I'm in trouble, y'all. So yeah, I just want to start really, we're always going to have issues. There's always going to be something. Yes. I just want to stop hyper-focusing on that and start focusing on the blessings, the goodness, just, the beautiful things in life. So yeah, so that's where I'm headed. Yeah. But I think that's about it. That's all I had.
And more to come with the business.
Yes, more to come. Yes. All right. Thank y'all for joining my segment. Okay. Remember to guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life.
Hello. Welcome to the Nurse Corner. I guess out of the three, I'm kind of unprepared. So, the usual spiel, get cozy, comfortable. So I thought that we were going to talk about vision boards, but
it is. It's pretty much. It's in there.
Okay. All tied together.
Well, I want to talk about vision boards, and I want to talk about doing them digitally.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I mean, the old school way was to get the construction board thingy and get the magazines and put the pictures and But digitally, you can do the same thing, get pictures, blah, blah. But you can also do, and some people, it's like, okay, let's broaden the horizon of a vision board. And it could be a list. It doesn't have to be pictures.
Right.
Pictures make it interesting. But I feel like when you write the words down, you really think about it. Like, think about, you're sitting down, because I've been to vision board parties.
Yeah.
And you think about, this car, let me paste that up there. Oh, here's the house, let me paste that up. Here's the plane, I want to travel. Boom. Like, when you really sit down, just think about if you're a journaler or you really have to sit down and go within the bowels to write down all the things that you want to manifest. So that's why I say be creative with your digital vision board and just do a list. Write down, I think I talked about this the episode before last, where you asked, how do you like determine your goals or something, and I said that I've never been a person that had, so I would just write down. What I would do is, and I still have this book to this day, around this time, I would just disassociate from everything, turn everything off, leave your phone in the other room, just you, a pencil, pen, and a piece of paper. Or it could be your phone. Well, in this case, use your notes app or whatever on your phone or a tablet or what have you, and just start writing words. Don't even let the words be any association to anything you want to do or you're thinking. Just write. Whatever word comes to your mind, your soul, what you're feeling, just write. And write, and just continue to write until you just exhausted everything. And then maybe in 3 to 6 months, revisit that and just see how many words are either that have manifest themselves or closely to those words. Because a lot of the times people, you pray about a certain specific thing and you get a little upset and kind of, questioning God's and his movement when you don't get that specific thing, but you don't take the time to think either he brought you close to it or he brought something in your life to get you to it. Like association.
Yeah.
I want you to take yourself out of that mindset of directness, because a lot of the times things are set up. Whatever your belief is, or whatever you want to call it, destiny, I say God. Sometimes he will lead you directly to it, give it directly to you, or he wants you to do the work because you need to grow. You need to get something while you're getting there to prepare it for you to receive what you have been praying and asking for. So with your vision boards this year, make it be let's be a little bit more creative and not do the typical vision board. And don't let the sky be, just out there. Like something that that nothing is not obtainable. I'm just gonna say that. But be wild. Like if you want to own an island, put it on there. Like, you never know what could happen. I was looking at a video on YouTube of this girl that I've been following her for years, and she talked about this 3-6-9 rule. And I tend to kind of be mindful about these things like The Secret and all this, because some of those things do have kind of negative, semi-demonic type backgrounds with them. But this one is a little different. When I kind of researched, when she brought it up, I was like, okay, it's not, but it starts out with the general statement. This year, I aspire to, and it's a blank. And you fill in that blank. And whatever you put in that blank, how the 3-6-9 falls in. So in the morning, you write down in that sentence that I aspire to blank. Write that sentence 3 times. Then in the afternoon, write the sentence 6 times. Then in the afternoon, write that sentence 9 times. Now, I kind of looked at this as, okay, so say you have a new relationship with God and you're developing your prayer language and you quite don't feel comfortable in, like you hear, and this is just me. Let me talk on I remember, I've been following God for years, but I would be in church and you hear these experienced, ordained people of the cloth have this eloquent prayer language that it just rolls off their tongue, and they're just these words, and I'm like, here I am, God, thank you, you're great, you're awesome, I love you. And it's like, when am I going to have those words? But that's their relationship. And it took me a long time to kind of figure out, like, girl, your prayer ain't going to be like that. Like, sometimes I'm thinking God is like up there just laughing because he's like, girl, you really talking to me like this? It ain't out the way or disrespectful, but it ain't Thou hath betrothed
Yes.
the eloquent whispers of thy essence of your alabaster jar with the Holy Spirit of Esther and Abraham. My prayers
Nobody does. Oh my God. Sometimes as simple as hit you more harder than, I mean, there's a place for everything and everybody. That's why we're the body of Christ. So I feel like your prayers would bless someone just as much as somebody who's more, so-called eloquent in their speech. So yeah.
I mean, that may be true, but if I'm praying for somebody or they praying with me, I'm pretty sure they got one eye open like I'm just So as the doc said, be vivid.
Right.
Let's be vivid with our vision boards. And I want to next episode you guys to kind of share
I like that.
what you put on your whatever way you want to do your vision board. But I'm just asking because what I used to do when I first started doing it, I would get the big construction board, put it in, and then I would tuck it in the closet.
Yep. And don't look at it.
And don't look at it again until I'm cleaning out the closet.
Right.
Probably the next year or whatever. And some of the things I'm like, oh my God, I did get that. Okay. But the thing is that you tucked this away and you forgot about it. So if being that we're in a digital world, everybody is always on their phone, a tablet, something digital, cameraman, is always in your hand, around you, or being used. So
And you
I
can
feel
even
like
use it as your screen, because my daughter actually did hers already. She
I had that. I did that one time.
And use it as her screensaver, and I've done that before too. Yeah, so you have a constant reminder.
Yeah, so you have a constant reminder every time you pick up the phone and you see it, like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
and I want to add to that too, because I mean, I'm really starting to try to, like you said, celebrate small wins, but also be very intentional about the habits I'm creating, good or bad. So what I've learned in the past with vision boards, however you do it, you have to be intentional about it. You can't, like you said, you have to meet God halfway. Like you can't just be sitting there like, oh, these are my wonderful dreams, and but you're not putting any steps in place to see these things come to fruition. So I would say with that, have a system, have a strategy, have a way that every day you're doing something that's getting you closer to those goals and those dreams and those visions. Yeah.
And I wanted to add to that is also develop a reward system for you. Now, let me kind of
I like that.
explain that, because
So her happy.
I don't want you to go overboard with it. But you remember when you were in grade school, your teacher, if you had a very involved teacher, she had some type of reward system, whether it was going up to the board and putting a check or putting a sticker or something like that. Take it, break it down to that level. Get you some little rinky-dink stickers from the dollar store. You know, they got the little color-coded ones if you're doing like a yard sale. If color is your thing, get you some color stickers. If you know, color pens, and create a reward system for you, so that if you able to mark one of those things off, or know that you worked at least halfway towards one of them, reward yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Whether it be, and it don't have to be buying something, because like you said, you're working on your finances. So it don't have to be buy yourself or treat yourself. Reward yourself, meaning you physically pat yourself on the back.
Right, yeah.
Or tell somebody. Like tell somebody, because pick up the phone, like, girl, look, I gotta tell you this. Look this is what I did. And they don't even have to know that it's on your list, but you're rewarding yourself. Unbeknownst to them, you're rewarding yourself. But come up with some reward system for you to kind of trick your psyche. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we're human. Everybody loves a reward and likes to be treated.
Exactly.
And whatever's going to take to motivate yourself to get up and get things in action, then put that in place. So so we're going to be more spontaneous and vivid with our vision boards this year. And we're going to develop our reward system.
You're going to develop your system and strategies for actually achieving your wonderful vision on
Yeah.
the vision board.
Yeah.
Visions. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not the teacher, but yes, I gave you guys some homework, okay? And I'm not grading on curve.
Yes. So we're gonna do our boards, and you guys do yours, and let's share them.
Yes.
See what you got.
Yeah, so whatever media platform you use to communicate with us, put it down in the comments, or if you can email us, because I always give it at the end of the episode, and put it in that email, and we will share it on camera if we come across any that we can share, and maybe a method that you have will be something that the three of us may implement and think is creative. So get the wheels turning.
Love it, love it.
And I want to see some product. So that's all I have for the Nerds Corner.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Here With Us.
And remember, healing is a process, so take it one day at a time.
And we are available across all social media platforms. You can email us at healwithus3, the number 3, @gmail.com. And we would love to hear from you. Don't forget our little vision board. I don't want to call it a challenge because nobody really sticks to them. So, but if you come up with any creative, vivid ideas about your vision board, share it with us. We are very interested to know.
Here with us.
Here with us.